All right, welcome to the prep phase off stream. This is No Value versus Cookie Cutters, both brand new teams. We did see Cookie Cutters play a little bit earlier, and they did pretty well. Didn't get any points though. And No Value just finished up a game with Trash. Once again,
Unfortunately, had to play Trash in their first two games coming into the prep phase league. So maybe they could get something out of here, come out of it hopefully with their heads high. I know Trash can be very brutal to face.
yeah, absolutely. And it looks like we did go with a Cloud Spire map pick. No Value running Oz, Zuki, Helio, and Rampart mix, and of course we have the Celeste
Garrison.
ban on the table. Oh, I'm sorry, Garrison, with the Celeste ban on the table. Cookie Cutters banning Rask right out and going for the Lockwood, Grimo, Quark, and Rampart.
Now, Cookie Cutters did get first pick, first ban here, so they did decide to ban Rask away immediately. Not a bad pick. He is probably the most popular tank of the weekend, probably the strongest tank, honestly, of the weekend. Of the week, just prep phase in general, he's been had a great showing. So I do like this Rask ban taking it away. Maybe they have some insight of the players on No Value. Maybe one of them's a Rask main, so good pick there. They did first pick Lockwood immediately on that. Not a bad pick. Solid firepower right now. Probably once again one of the stronger picks to take immediately. So not a bad pick at all. So I do like that. Then the follow up, they immediately picked Azuki. Maybe there's something I don't know about this Azuki duo, but I kind of interesting picks. I think I probably would have took Azuki later in the pick order because it's not really something too afraid to grab against.
Well, if you kind of look at it, they actually, if they're planning on using Helio's Black Hole, they actually technically have 3 solid delivery systems.
Oz is a weird one though.
Yeah, Oz is a little different, but it could be used. What do you think of the composition here? Do you have a particular favor looking at it?
Any team that has Helio on it, I feel right now is just too strong to pass up. Helio Garrison has always been a very shady, come out of the blue, jump in, root you, bubble you, pull you, grab you, just all around combo. Zuki, if they play that well, big bombing on top of that setup, they can set up a lot of massive bursts. I'd like to see that combo pulled off. And then on the other side, they have Gremo. I mean, that's just point saying Gremo. The dude with the weakened minds on Gremo, just extremely strong right now, pulling him through with Rampart, being able to hit people far away. This is Cloud Spire, so he will just be able to hit almost pretty much the entire map with his abilities. So there's no real place you can hide from Gremo. Quark, though, the only healer in the game that has a dash ability. So that's going to work real well with their triple dash comp. Rampart being the only one who doesn't have a solid dash other than his ult. So it'll be interesting to see how they decide to play the Quark here. It doesn't have too much of a showing. I don't think we've seen any Quark games this weekend yet. He's been a sleeper pick, honestly. I think Quark's very underrated. He could put out 32 damage in turn 1. The first turn he attaches his tether. It's a lot of damage. It's firepower worthy damage. So
Absolutely.
I mean,
That's what I run as the battle Quark. You run 32
Yeah.
hits and you run 32 on the overcharge with the double tether. It's
Right.
fantastic.
he could definitely stay in to fight, get some healing done, and do some damage. Really have to force people to get away from Quark, which is not an easy feat. His tether does go, I think, 4 squares, maybe 5. It's long. It's a distance for
Yeah,
sure.
I believe it's a 5 square range on him.
So unless you flashed right, I don't really think you can really get out of it most of the time if he has a good positioning. So it's hard to get away from Quark.
Yeah, and it looks like Cookie Cutters does have a little bit of an advantage by picking characters that do fairly well on this map, although No Value does have, of course, Zuki and Rampart, which can reach most of this map as well, but, Quark's tether, 5 squares is a big distance, especially on a small map like Cloudpiercer.
Right, or like Cloudspire, right? Yeah, I mean, they're definitely interesting setup. I'd like to see the mods when the game starts here to see what we have, see what people are running here. Definitely see what type of black hole mods and wall mods they has, maybe in Might Shields. So I'd also like to see the start of the game here. It's a Rampart start, running up the red and shielding immediately, blocking all damage. Not a bad start at all either there.
So yeah, I'll be interested, especially see, since there is no Celeste again this game, if we're going to see the
Thank God.
bum rush for the Might.
Yeah. Last time we saw Cloudspire, we actually did not see a red buff grab till turn 4. I don't know if we'll see the same thing again.
So it looks
So let's
like
see what
we've
we got here.
Looks like Gommel, who was playing the Finn, is actually going for a firepower this time around instead of support.
So that might be a different set. Maybe Gommel realized he really wasn't strong on Finn, and maybe they wanted to switch it up, see if Lava Cookie plays a better support. So be interesting to see that play there. And Helio is the like most consistent, inconsistent character in this game right now.
Right, I believe even
can
with
just-
all the bans, he still only has barely a 50% win rate.
Right, and it's only because of the fact that he can make or break every game. I mean, if you can avoid Helio Black Hole Wall, then he really doesn't have much to put out because he doesn't heal his team. It's all stationary damage per turn. So I mean, if you don't attack the target he shields, he gets no value out of it. Whereas Aurora and Quark, if they heal, that health is still there. It doesn't go away that turn. So with Helio, his skill ratio for support is much higher for his shielding compared to the other supports in this game right now.
Let's see.
But I'm interested to see how that goes down here.
I'm going to guess since with this particular map, with all the little nooks that are in it, even though it is a small map, we'll probably see Zuki taking that through the walls for her ultimate. Although in this case, between Garrison, if Garrison takes that root jump, that could be a pretty nasty combo. I've seen that played out to great effect before on Espery's stream.
So let's take a look here. I do see a haste mod on the jump of. I don't think I've ever seen that mod ever picked on Garrison.
Yeah, that is a pretty uncommon
Double missiles. Enemies are hit or revealed for the turn. I do like the reveal on the hand cannon, but I do not feel like he needs it. Shock and awe, big one. That's pretty standard. So we do some nice and we do see might shields coming out of Helio. So very standard pick there.
Looks like we're going to get into it pretty early here. Both teams opting to go towards the same side.
We've seen a lot of left rush, honestly. All the maps, everyone's just like, let's just go left.
Of course, No Value is sticking back a little bit, using that Oz to jump out there a little bit, and looks like he's going to be moving forward and then head for a dash.
I'm actually wrong. Those are haste shields on Helio. I like it. Underrated mod, only costs 1 point. Give your target haste next turn to either get in or get out easier. For those of you who do not haste, increases your movement speed by 50%. That's 12 squares with no action, 6 squares with action. So your standard movement's 4. So that does give you 2 more spaces to move than any other target does. So let's see if he really can utilize those haste shields.
I gotta say, throwing it on Oz is a smart move to get his shadow in there nice and right in the middle of the enemy.
I guess they didn't know where the rest of their team was. They saw Quark at the tether, so I guess they threw the big bomb over there to spot out, because that slow mod does reveal the team when it lands on them, so it does know where they are.
Looks
See,
like
immediate bombing run coming out of Gremo there.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be moving in there. I don't think
anybody's
what a
gonna
counter!
Get hit by what a play! Okay, so Rampart has the unstoppable mod on his Garrison has Rampart has the unstoppable mod on his unstoppable, giving it to his team, countering the black hole combo completely.
Wow, that was a big call.
There will be no black holing today for them. That is going to be no members pulled through that. That is a beautiful counter that's going to completely nullify the potential of this Helio right here.
Very aggressive move by Grimo, jumping over there with the Sploret, put it right on the enemy side.
Does he have weakened minds is the question now. It'd be sad if there's no weakened minds. Value out of the shield, unfortunately, he was already full HP, but he did completely stop everything that went on there. Oof, Lava Cookie taking some damage. They are weakened minds, so you will see that throughout the entire game. And Black Hole does nothing but do damage.
And it looks like their paths are going to miss that completely.
So much value came out of that wall and out of that unstoppable burst coming out of Rampart. I love that play.
I'd say taking that mod was just paid off in that one move.
1 point mod, very underrated. 4x4 square that casts around him, that gives your whole team unstoppable. Very good. I see tons of brain juices coming out of here. Everyone wants to get in, do their stuff, and get out. I like this.
So looks like we see Oz is about to get knocked back through a couple of mines there.
Yeah, Gremmo went for the offensive play and then immediately went for the big bang to knock Oz through his mines. He should take 50 to 60 damage this turn.
Gotta say, it's nice to see Grummo being played aggressively like that, because honestly, when I play him, I like to play him aggressively. No one expects it, and you can get some incredible just surprise damage on people.
So Oz is running 4-hit laser per laser, so he can do 29 poke to 2 targets. Here's the damage, 31 for 12. That's 43 damage. He didn't get as many knocked back through the mines as he probably wanted. Still value out of that splort and knockback combo.
Another bonus that he did do is he removed Oz's position over here, which was in the middle of the action, and put them all in the back.
Oz was also trying to move to that green, which he will no longer have the ability to get because he's now been knocked back and he cannot move there. So see if they can utilize these greens and keep them under control. I do see Zuki moving onto that, so that will be taken on the side of no value coming this turn. Turtle Tech coming out of Oz, wants to absorb that damage coming through. So it looks like he did Brain Juice. They are going to reset this black hole combo once again. See if they can do it one more time. Gremmo Mines laying down those damage. Oh, he was mited. That's 60 damage coming out of Gremmo in one turn. Just as basic. Although Rampart is taking some, or Garrison taking some serious poke here. Oh, that Weekend really shining right there. 14 damage to cover. I mean, that's like tickling him.
And Lava Cook, gotta say, excellent position here. There is a Lockwood in range now to try and take her out, but you know, getting behind that barrier and keeping the tethers on.
Rampart doesn't have Brain Juice or didn't use it, so he was not able to get his Unstoppable Force back up, so there will be a black hole combo going down here. Gravity positioning himself to pull all 3 of them. Not with Flash, but I think he flashed into it. Let's find out what happens. So we will see a black hole wall combo here. Here goes the wall, positioning that. Great positioning on that.
Time to make an impression.
Shout out to Gravity on the taunt there. He did! He flashed right into it! Oh, that's very unfortunate. I do not think he'll get scrambled, though.
No, he's not going to be going through that wall, but they are still all 3 going to be stuck in that corner. I do believe... No, it doesn't look like Rampart has Unstoppable at the moment.
All that poke. The only one going through that wall is Rampart, but all of them are stuck.
And it does look like Lava does have a dash up, going to be dashing to Spent.
He's going to dash to the Oz, get himself out of that corner. I see a Feather coming out of Garrison to lock him down. They don't want them moving out of this corner. The only person that's going to land is on Rampart because Lockwood's escaping.
I'm really surprised, actually, not to see a big bang coming, or not a big bang, a big one coming out of Zuki along with that Fetter.
Time to go to plant.
Looks like Lava did escape all that damage. Although Spent should still be able to tag her with the Oz Shadow. And Gravity looking in not the greatest spot, but about to take an ult from Helio, which should keep him around for another round, possibly 2.
That is Ironclad, so he does gain Unstoppable. It does last 3 turns. What is this wall mod? He does a heal wall that's facing it. He's facing it forward. Where is he facing that wall? There you go.
Yeah. So
that will stop the Helio damage.
Take her 30 health back in too.
So Lava Cookie does have his ult. Let's see if he can get in position to actually utilize it and try to give himself some healing for his team because they desperately need it right now. There's 10 healing right there. Another 10.
Right between the eyes.
And Lava and Spent taking lots of damage. And unfortunately, it
One
doesn't look
HP.
like Awe had the close range mod.
He is rooted though, so he wasn't gonna move anywhere anyway.
So, but this should be the end, because even if he does dash, which he does have up, he should still be within Quark's range.
Well, there's also all those mines around him. There we go. There's a good flash. That flash will get him out of tether.
Just barely, by one
Yeah.
square.
Get him out of tether. I do see a Rampart ult immediately gonna ult in there behind the Zuki. Probably gonna stop her from doing anything. Does it root mod on his ult though? I think it is. So Quark immediately with the ult does give them might. Shout out to Remy with the ultimate taunt. It is not root mod, so
That was a great ultimate there. I believe hit all 4 of the
Don't
enemy
worry,
team.
I brought enough for everyone.
shout out to Gravity Mint with the rocket taunt. With a jump, it does. So there's more energy. Does block, does get the 10 healing. Ooh,
Here
oh,
comes
with
a
the ult on
Gremo ult.
Gremo.
And that is the end for Gravity Mint
So
as
that is gonna
Garrison.
take 11 HP on that, so they
And
do
Helio.
get first strike there. They do take down the first kill here. Cookie Cutter does get their first kill.
So we do have, looks like Helio and Oz both below 15 health. Same thing for the other team,
The
though. They
entire
have 2
team
incredibly
is
low.
all weak. Yeah, all three members of No Value are under 15 HP.
Looks like
This could
Oz
be
is going to be using his
devastating.
ult to escape. And all 3 are dashing out, it appears.
And now for the main
Shout out to
event.
Spent on the Oz ult there, taunt. That will deal enough damage to kill him. However, I do think he popped his second. He split it. Oh, he split. I'm pretty sure he popped second wind. He would have lived anyway. That was a nice mind predict. Unfortunately, was not good enough. There's the catalyst heal. Oh,
There
with the
goes the
Zoe
Zuki.
tag!
Wow.
He dashed right into the bounce from Novel. There's second blood going down for No Value there, or
And
for lava or Cookie
Bright
Cutter.
Shadow in a really bad spot here.
I think unfortunately this is gonna have to eat this death. I wouldn't even shield, honestly. I would just die.
So
I
yeah,
would save
it
my
looks-
cooldown.
Looks like we got Quark throwing trying to hit both the Shadow and Oz, who, because he just used his ultimate, does have
Oh,
another
that's actually
Shadow
gonna
up.
clip him. That's actually gonna clip the Lockwood with that wall. If that was Might Shield, that actually would have took Lockwood down with him. So that's 20 damage, leaving him with 3 HP left on Novel.
One sample, please.
And Oz is down.
Oz is gonna die here. Did they damage Novel though, or Bright though?
And that was a trade right there, 1 for 1.
There he
And
goes. They will
there
go down.
goes- Wow.
Does take the score to 4-2, so all they have to do is survive for another 8 turns or take another kill. However, their entire team will revive with full HP here. And Zuki does have ult still. Going for the big bomb and going for the slow. Gremo opted just sprint this turn just to try to get himself some distance. He's not going to get very far with that slow though.
Hand cannon.
Stacking up
Does-
those slows.
Does look like he used a full movement, so he will cover some ground.
Fooled you.
Alright, so Nam will also full spawn with this ult this turn.
Not very ideal positioning for that spawn either, all the way on the other side of the map.
Seems like right now these teams are kind of at a certain standing of both of them in the same spots. I would have liked him to save the unstoppable force on Rampart to try and stop another black hole combo. I do not think he really needed to pop that ability right there.
Nice.
So Gramo getting a little bit of poke down. Big bomb coming down, not hitting anyone.
So I wouldn't be surprised to see both Gravity and Hashi moving into position to try and do a double ult on someone to just focus them down and get at least one more kill in.
Rampart right in the fray. 3 members of Cookie Cutter right on top of him, opting to wall towards Helio. I don't know if he opts towards Zuki, that will completely block her entire ult. She won't hit any targets. I hope he flips his wall around. Oh, that was such an unfortunate play right there. will give her haste shield. She will be able to move full Duvin next turn. So Gravity in the fray once again. This is tanks versus the world right here. So there goes the ult, locking onto Rampart.
So Rampart, I didn't catch what mod she's running on Zuki, but
I think she has concentrated fire.
so this is going to be some serious damage.
Oh, catching the splort there. Very unfortunate. Will be weakened next turn. I mean, does get value out of that shield, but he could have completely blocked the Zuki ult. Would have been worth a lot more than blocking the Oz. No, it's
Oh, it's
not that.
Through Walls
Energy.
mod, yeah.
No, it's energy gain. She got
Energy.
5 energy for that.
Oh wow, okay. Don't see that one very often.
In high builds, in high used builds, you might want to pick that mod up if you have a lot of used points in some other areas. It looks like because of her weakened mines, and she probably has extra shrapnel, she didn't have enough points to grab something else. So not a bad pick because it does give her some starting energy. So I mean, it's not horrible, but there is much better options.
And it looks like cookie cutters are just getting out of the way while Gravity Mint is going to be dropping his ultimate. I couldn't
I
quite
do
see
see-
where.
I do see Lava Cookie dashing into Rampart, gonna soak up some of that damage. That trap will not land this turn. I think Oz did not move. Actually, I think Oz moved backwards. I can't see his movement. There was a flash out of all there to get himself out of that. He will not take any damage from this ult. This will just give himself some HP. Although he won't be able to pick those up because all the splort mines will just negate the heal.
That's right. Stand next to each other.
Rampart taking some damage here. So he does pull Lockwood, so he gets some value out of Black Hole, still gets some energy.
Wasn't this good when I was a lad.
He's gonna walk through a couple of those sport
5
mines.
turns
No, he
left.
didn't. Okay.
Stay
Oh, they all went away just in time.
I see a critical shot being popped on this
And it
Popped on
looks
this,
like
Gremo. Gremo going for the critical shot. That I don't know. I would have saved
Rampart
it.
trying to fed around while everybody's focusing on him.
Rampart is fettering, I think, one space though, just going for the root.
Surprise!
Lot of shielding coming out right there. A 58 shield coming down on Zuki. So here comes the. That will definitely clip the garrison for sure. Shout out to Nominal with the ult there. Did dash right through that. Unfortunate, he will be weakened and scrambled next turn. It did take some damage for his troubles. Oh, that 60 damage burst coming out of that. Some rockets down. What did Gravity? I think Gravity, yeah, he punched and followed, so. Lot of damage coming down, so he ults it in at 110 HP, walks out with 14.
And not to
And he
mention that
scrambled. I'm
surrounded.
pretty sure he does not have his catalyst here, so that will be a kill in favor of no value. He's also gonna. Gravity's also gonna. Ooh, never mind. So let's say he's gonna jump down a Lava Cookie, rooting him down. I see ult coming out of Helio. He's just trying to make his mind up of where he wants to ult. Looks like he's gonna opt to save himself.
Oh, so
Rampart
much going
still
on
had
there, I
turtle
could
tech.
really break it all apart.
Looks like this will be an ultimate on himself. He is running Ironclad. That will be a 3-turn ult. Zuki does decide to escape, so that will be the downfall of Lockwood. Lockwood will fall this turn.
We left you a present.
So it will be 4-3. Right, getting full value out of that ultimate. It's already been shredded through. Rampart desperately low. Will take. Oh! If he did not split that damage, if the laser wasn't in the way, he could have potentially taken down Rampart that turn also.
I don't
Rampart
think he intentionally split it either.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just couldn't hit the second shot. But Rampart will now get the shield down to block the damage, though. But will he? I don't think he's still going to be able to survive. He's probably going to get punched in the back by Rampart. He still will fall here.
See, and that would tie the matchup unless they can take down Bright Shadow, which looks like he's just using a primary attack, and they may have a good chance at this.
Something for everyone.
It doesn't look like he has any shields. Will grant his teammates unstoppable there. That's 25 damage from Wall.
If it tingles, it's working.
Oh,
If
shout out
it
to Lava
burns,
Cookie with the
it's
taunt
working.
here. Let's soak up a little bit of damage. I don't know about this Big Bang call, man. You're turn 18. you're that close, I don't think it's worth it for you to go for the big bomb.
Oh, and survives with
securing the
1
damage.
health.
The heal
Plus
from the
10.
wall, and another
20.
10 back up. Rampart's punch was
Maybe
completely
30
negated.
here. No,
Gets the 25 damage secure.
and here it is.
Coming down with the damage. That will secure the game right
Fantastic.
there. Cookie Cutters will take game 1. Very nice showing coming out of that. That clutch wall coming out of Rampart was just enough to save himself.
More than we blew
Well, that was a great game. So, a lot of little action there in the beginning, and kind of spread apart and dancing around the map until they found each other again.
So Rampart had 140 healing, which means he got shot on his wall at least 11 times, because 30 from Turtle Tech, 11 times from that wall. So he definitely got some value out of that. Still was able to put out 400 damage and tank 436 without dying. What a great play coming out of Rampart right
And
there.
I just gotta point out the Grimmos for anybody who thinks Grimmo is underpowered. 554 damage, 147 damage taken. I mean,
No doubt.
that is impressive.
If there was a tab on the side that said amount of times weaken, it would just have an infinity sign, because that's all he does is just dominate with weaken mines. So we're going to take a quick break here while we wait up the setup of game 2. We will be back shortly. Alright guys, welcome back. This will be game 2 of No Value and Cookie Cutters. Cookie Cutters did take game 1 from them, so they do get to pick the map, and the map they picked was Cloudspire again, which means No Value did get first pick, first ban, and we do get to see a Celeste this weekend, so I'm excited. Celeste right now this week alone, her first weekend showing is 4 for 4 in games. She has not lost, so I do not know if this will be her first loss. I'm excited to see this on the side. They banned out Lockwood, grabbed Celeste, opposing team banned out Rask, and took the Finn and Oz, maybe to shut down that classic Oz and Celeste combo that we saw yesterday. Not sure. Maybe they just really like Oz. They also did take Titus, who does not have a great showing right now coming into the PPL, so it'd be nice to see some more Titus. Maybe he might get some more screen time. Maybe there's something we just don't know. Titus is better than what we see. Or it'll be great to see here. We do also see Helio once again picked up, not banned. He does not have a good win rate, so hopefully we can see some good Celeste, Helio, Titus, Nyx, see some synergy coming out of that. We do see a Rampart, Zuki, Oz, and Finn on the other side, once again going with the Zuki, Finn, Oz combo, with this time with the Rampart to go in with it. So it'd be interesting to see. I feel like these comps were kind of flipped. I feel like No Value just ran the Zuki, Oz, Finn on the other side, and they just flipped it. So it'd be interesting to see that. Septimus, take it away. We got any thoughts on this?
Yeah, absolutely. Like we were just talking about a moment ago, this was a 4th pick Helio, which was a little different. And Cookie Cutters did let No Value take Helio along with Celeste, which are both generally the first bands. The 2 first bands you see come in most often. So it's a little strange to see both those on the same team, while Cookie Cutters taking some less traditional characters like Oz and Rampart.
Right. Especially Rampart. In the right hands, Rampart is probably one of the better tanks to play. He is a lot more difficult to play. You got to be able to play that wall, mind game the other team, know when to wall. We saw some good Rampart plays last game. We also saw some bad Rampart plays last game. So we'll see if we can see some consistency coming out of Rampart. I think our sleeper or diamond in the rough here is Titus. Titus. Will the master of the hunt of himself get a chance to shine and let us see that one-man army status that Titus really can bring? See if he really can utilize what Titus Kit can do. If they can dagger a target, focus it, blow them up, and really burst that target down. Let's see if they can get this going here in this game and just blow our minds with this Titus play.
Absolutely, and I know Pepper's going to be excited to watch these reruns because
Oh yes.
he is the Titus fanboy.
So the game will be starting shortly. We did pick. You know what? No Value was messaging Pepper, say, "Hey man, game 2 we're gonna play Titus just for you. All right? we're gonna take a game. We're gonna play Titus. We're gonna win. You're gonna freak out Pepper. You're gonna give us all free credits, and we're all gonna be happy." You know, that's what No Value's doing over here. They're trying to make Pepper win Pepper over here into the hearts and dreams, and take his golden boy Pepper over here to the finals here, and just win this game for them and put themselves a point on the board in the PPL.
Yeah, I think we might have to do some checks on maybe some back-end endorsements here. Something might be going on.
Yeah, there might be some some under the table stuff going on here. I would like to see some Titus buffs coming in this next patch too.
Yeah, real excited to see what's happening in the next coming patch. I know the Aurora buffs are coming, and I'm pretty excited about that. That's going to make it incredibly difficult to pick between the two 3-point mods of Might or Unstoppable. That's going to kind of ruin me when I'm trying to pick that.
Right now, I'm more interested to see what they're going to do to Celeste for balancing. There was a rumor of a Nyx nerf, probably because Trash just abuses him. There's supposedly supposed to be something for Helio in the works too. I'd like to see a Titus buff. I'd like to see some type of change to Gremo Mines because it's just retarded right now. There's a lot of things I think that this game has potential to do. It's just seeing what Treon thinks is the best way for them to balance their game. I think they do a great job balancing their game for the most part. There is a few things that need some tweaking. I mean, I'll give it to them. Celeste has only been out for a week and a half or so. So, of course, they're always OP when they first launch. I mean, it'd be nice to see some balancing on that to bring her in par with the rest of it. But we're about to get started in our game here. See what their opening strats are.
Now, the one thing I was excited to hear about, and I've found nothing written about it, so I don't even know if it's true, but I did hear that there was a little bit of an L buff coming, and if that is the case,
Every
super
single patch
excited.
since launch, Elle's been buffed since every patch since her launch, and she still doesn't fit that niche potential. They could give her 300 HP and she still wouldn't be good. I don't know what they're going to do to fix her. We have a couple ideas. I'd like to see them make Overcharge a free action, but put a cooldown on it and change the way it actually works. I have some ideas that could make it better, to make it a better pickup so that she could actually potentially do more damage and potentially be a better pick overall. But she's definitely a sleeper for sure. People pick Elle and they laugh at her like, oh, you're going to do bad. And then she does 500 damage and doesn't die, and you're like, what happened?
Yeah. Alright, well, looks like we are getting started here. So let me make sure I've got everybody labeled
So once
correctly.
again, Remy with that Unstoppable mod on Unstoppable Force that will stop that black hole combo once again. We will not see as many of those this game. Running Pierce on Dirty Fighting, I like it. Double hit dagger, 2 times the dagger explosions. That'll be nice to see. See. Opening strategies, very similar to last game where they all grouped up on one side, whereas Cookie Cutter is a lot more split. Actually, I mean no value, a lot more split. There is that Celeste power right there. Turn 2, taking both red buffs, completely denying buffs on the map from Cookie Cutter. There will be no red buffs for them today. Rampart's going to move in position to get there. It's already going to be gone by the time he gets there.
I do have to say, I'm not sure why they're staying grouped up there. Literally all on a big line. So I'm kind of wondering if they're trying to just stay back in that corner and draw no value towards them.
Shout out to Hash McDabs with the stealth taunt there. So we will see the black hole on Titus. He is coming out of left field. They don't know where he is. No vision at all. They do not know where this black hole is coming from. Now they see Titus for the first time, right in the middle of his whole team. Doesn't even need to dash. He can land 2 people. Rampart will use that Unstoppable mod. I would like to see Titus dash to awe right here.
That's what they're probably trying to do, is get him right there in the middle just to land right on top of that trap.
I'd like to see Titus dash to the awe right now because he is outside the range of that mod. No, he will use Dirty Fighting. That will be unfortunate. That will be a wasted black hole combo. He might still get some value out of the people walking through the mod, walking through the wall itself.
Bubble, toil and trouble.
So Bubble coming up. There's an Unstoppable stopping him and Finn being pulled. There's the Dirty Fighting. They're gonna hitting both Finn and the Zuki, so that will be double 25 damage on both of them once the dagger gets popped.
And regardless of the fact that the black wall is not going to hit, that is a nice wall position.
Look at that big one. Gotta catch the stealth Nyx. There's the trap coming out of. Once again, another thing to just. Oh, the damage coming down. That Celeste should just do is just blindly trapping people, have no idea the trap's there, triggering damage. So there's the black hole going off. So there you go. Got value out of that wall. Right will be scrambled. Or correction, Remy will be scrambled. There will be no walling this turn.
And here comes that dash from Shadow Wolf, getting all 3 of them over here.
chasing the first target, so he will chase wherever Novel goes. And there is those smokes. That last additional turn gonna hit 2 people, 3 people with the smoke. That is, the energy gain on smoke is just ridiculous right
Does
now.
look like Oz actually going to be jumping out of there, though.
Okay, so he will be going back.
I kept this in my
He will be
back pocket.
switching. So he is going to eat that big one. Will just turtle tack it. Although we can shout hits 4 members of the team. So Zuki big one will do normal damage because she does have might on her jump. 26 weakened. Oh, that's like didn't even break the turtle tech.
And a mighty big one.
She is using extended increased damage in 3x3 middle square, so that was a 45 damage. Shout out to Hashi McTabs with the taunt there, and also shout out to Gravity Mint with to Spent with the taunt also. There's first blood, turn 4, Finn does fall. Cookie Cutters, no value, does get first blood this time. To get an early kill on this Finn. Opted to
like,
not flash.
Looks like Spence having some trouble with the unresponsive client.
Might have a little bit of lag here. So there's the wall coming down. Doesn't look like he's actually going to block anything with that wall, though. His team's mostly in front of him. What really makes Rampart so good is if you keep him in the front and his teammates are behind him, they really have no choice but to really attack Rampart. In this situation, they can just ignore him. He can just wall, cooldowns burn, and Zuki takes massive damage here.
Looks like that's what they will be planning to do, and Zuki throwing up those sticky bombs. Was hoping to grab both of them, but just gonna grab Shadow Wolf with the reveal mod.
Take that.
I would like to have seen him aim that at Nyx. Does take big damage here. That will be a cover hit. He will live this turn. Hammer, no, does not bounce to him. Both Oz and Zuki both very low here for no value. They're sitting in a great position. Their team is almost all got decent amount of health. There's already an ultimate on wow, if I could talk. There's already an ultimate on the Helio here.
And yeah, it looks like no value, just in an excellent position here. Cookie Cutters all at incredibly low health.
I don't want to brag or
exception
say
of Rene.
anything, but it's looking like maybe Celeste is the reason why they're winning this game. I don't know. She's still at 130 HP. She's already dealt 161 damage. Finally taking some damage this turn.
Ew.
Looks like that's enough damage to take Odd down. Did he pop second win? Shout out to Remy with the nice spin and cycle taunt. Retaliating back with a little bit of damage to him.
And
She
Finn
did
having-
pop second win, so she will survive another round, but Oz does fall down.
And
So
Finn
that's a
wasting
2-0.
a full movement just to get back into position. And I'm not even sure if he can reach all with the heal from
So
there.
he is using energy drop buffs on Oz, so he is using that. So there is the on his dash, so they can drop that and get energized for 1 turn. So Oz in a position, I don't really think he can do anything. He's probably just gonna die. I don't think anyone can hit him though. He's kind of behind the wall.
Yeah, I think he's
Does Spent have smoke? I did not see if Spent had smoke.
I don't
Oof, nice
believe
25
so.
heal.
Yeah, must not, because he is just moving around the corner.
So he will deal 25 to Bright. Nama will do a little bit of a spray, do a little bit of poke there. Hashi moved up behind him. There will be a pull out of Rampart. We'll pull Helio a little bit closer so you can keep him in the fight here.
A little bit of brain juice. Alright. But now Spence in an excellent position along with
So-
the Shadow Wolf.
Bright Wolf chased with that black hole, but just brought it right to Zuki. He's gonna cast Dirty Fighting on. Looks like he can hit both of them if he throws that right. He can clip both of them with that Dirty Fight, and they'll both be weakened. I'd like to see Spent just ult here. I do see Rampart shielding.
Yeah, it looks like Gommel's going to be getting out of there. I did not see what Zuki's decision was.
I think Zuki moved, so she's definitely taking some damage this turn. Did Helio ult, or what did he do this turn?
Watch out for me.
Looks like he might attack. The laser's gonna be completely blocked by that Rampart wall. Shout out to Spent with the secret taunt. Nice hit on both daggers there.
One inbound.
So that's a big one. That is a 60 zone big one right in the middle on Spent.
Wow, that was some excellent positioning. And all looking in a bad
So that is going to be
spot. There
that
it
will be
is.
their third kill of the game so far. Turn 8 already have 3 kills. It's not looking good right now for Cookie Cutter.
And Spent going to be using that dash to get out of there, I would assume.
He does have a dash. I would be using it here immediately. I need to get out of that big one. I do not want to take that 60 to my face.
Looks like Shadow Wolf can be sprinting right back into the fold against Rimney.
Who's also dashing back to him. So that's unfortunate though. The Oz is right behind him because he's going to catch the Oz with his dash and keep the 2-turn dash. For those of you who do not know, if you dash on Titus, if you clip a target, it reduces cooldown by 2 turns. If you miss, it's 5-turn cooldown. That can be crucial. Shout out to Remy with the awesome ultimate taunt. Flipping the Oz in the behind. Oof. Was that a flash or was that a dash coming out of the Celeste? I think it was a dash.
That was a dash, yeah.
Oz with the spray.
And
Will
Gravity
take down,
taking
so
it.
they will take a kill back here.
Rockets restocked.
So many choices at the moment. So it looks like what we got going on here.
So we can shout coming out over there. Looks like Spence can immediately just ult here. He does have 2 targets in his ult. Not a bad position knowing that Finn's flash is down and that Rampart is scrambled.
Not fall.
So Titus did flash.
Reaching the vault.
There's nice 50 damage laid down on both of them.
Time to cut you down to size.
Oz gonna get some poke. Nope, no poke for him. Suzuki does grab that red buff.
And a
So
good
Nyx
move
has
for
not-
Finn.
Nyx has not moved. He's been chilling there, has his ultimate, but I do think they still know where he is. Let me check the vision.
Does not. They
They
assume he's
don't.
on the
They
back.
assume he's
yeah.
all the way on the back corner. He will get shot in the face though.
And
So he is going to take that, but he will immediately ult, but he's only hitting Rampart. It's interesting choice
and
there.
that was a good spawn for Gravity Mint there as Helio, because he's going to be able to get over there and intercept that Finn
That
trying to run
hit-
away.
That ult coming out of Bright Wolf hit no one.
Cues.
So there's the ult down on Rampart. I don't know, it's kind of a misplay right now. They have a 2-kill lead, and they just wasted 2 ults and only dealt 50 damage to Rampart. And Lava Cookie and All both still have ults on that Zuki and Oz. They can really come back here. Nomal's getting his ult too. They did just pull the Nyx in too. I mean, Nyx is really in danger. He needs to get out of this fight. In comes Gravity also with the ultimate. Maybe has enough to keep Hashi alive here.
And Hashi's in a good spot to deal a little bit of damage with it as well.
So what is their plan? I do see a wall coming at a Rampart. There's another dash once again coming down on this.
And
Titus.
looks like All will be using the ultimate on Zuki.
Ooh, there's gonna be a lot of damage coming
Great
down.
position for that.
This is perfect because Bright Wolf should fall here. I think Gravity's still ulted Hashi even though he used his catalyst. He did. That's a little bit of a misplay because I'm pretty sure he's still teleporting away.
Let your fear wash over you.
By the way, if you do not know, that wall actually does block his shout.
Just
There is that. Oh, that was a little bit of a misplay to ult him even though he was flashing away.
Can we have a nibble?
Normal with the nice eels at the back line here. There's the damage. 64 coming down on Bright Wolf. And 25, he will fall. That is another kill falling in favor of Cookie Cutters. So they do know where this Nyx is. So Nyx will have that ult for 2 turns. So I mean, it's still going to get some value out of it.
Yeah, because they're going to be following him, trying to chase down that low life. So I imagine he will get 1, if not 2 turns. I didn't see if he took the extended turn.
He does. That's why he has the unstoppable. So it has 2 turns left on that ultimate still. So he looks like he's just going to hit the pierce shot on both Zuki and the Oz here.
Wash away the pain.
So there's the heal coming out of Nomal, keeping his team fresh and alive.
And a little bit of slow here.
A little bit of lag coming out of Spent again.
A nice trap.
Nyx, unfortunately, I think did not move. Did move one
Yeah, it
space,
does.
I think.
Headshot.
So he will be in that trap next turn. There is the hardcore shot coming out of the one. Eels jumping to
Homemade
Celeste.
cluster bomb!
Shout out to all with these cluster bombs on that we could not see because of the fountain.
And it looks like Spent is a bot now, and Hashi will most likely die on the next turn with that sticky bomb.
Stop me now.
Yeah, the ultimate will has like nothing left on it now.
As if
He will still get some damage out of it though on that last turn.
And
Just look at the
actually
Eagle
get
Ball here, though.
two, because Lava is there, just barely in range.
So it looked like we will see a Fetter going to coming out of Rampart to avoid that damage. Will lock down Helio. Celeste is a bot now. She is going to just do some crazy stuff. So Nomal throwing down the bubble on Rampart. So he's going to Fetter them and then hit him for 10 damage. I really feel like they're not really utilizing that because he's already going to be rooted. So there's the root. There's the spread of damage coming out of Nyx.
Oh, and there
Sticky
it is.
Bombs does drop him though.
And a
Oh, the
three-man
three-man
bounce.
hammer.
Show you how it's done.
So they did tie it up right there, so it is now 3-3. Look, Cookie Cutter does bring it back. So it was looking like this was going to be a 5-0 sweep coming out of Cookie Cutter, coming out of no value, but just Cookie Cutter's team has really just been putting in an effort and coming back.
And we got Celeste, made a dash move almost immediately to get right back in the middle of everybody.
Those
With,
bots, man, they just insta-lock their abilities.
Yeah. And Awe, of course, going to be jumping away with just the 21 health.
I think Nomal can hit both of those targets at that heal. No, just outside of range was Remy.
there is no
Will land a two-man dagger though.
You're outnumbered.
So nice flash coming out of Helio, avoiding that damage.
Back off!
We'll still get a 15 for that. Might hit Big Bomb, hits no one.
Yeah, a little slow here.
So it looks like there's a lot of lag going on in this
Yeah.
game. So
Let's see, it looks like...
Nomal's in a good spot right now to keep his other teammates alive over there. Remy's kind of in danger. He already feathered. He doesn't have anything. He does have wall up this turn. Nyx is over there with full HP. I would see that Cookie Cutter is not in a good position right now. No Valley has a little bit of a better setup. Helio's still full. He's going to black hole himself. Play the delivery system all on his own.
And that's because Helio is currently a bot. We had another drop. And looks like Celeste is back now, Spent, and we are waiting for Helio to reconnect.
Looks like he is on follow on that Rampart, so he will just run towards him. Did get some value out of that block. Nice block there. Gets 10 health from that. Spent with the 30 damage cover. Will take the heals also.
Will be sweet.
Zuki probably just going to pop second wind. She doesn't really have a move back there. She may not have it.
more.
Let's see what...
Rangy is coming out of Titus. We'll have that dash back up now.
Looks like she just moved a couple squares.
Yeah, Titus does have that dash back up. So Hashi just sitting over there chilling, all pretty like has
So
gonna take a shot over there over at Remy.
looks like Spence still recovering from what the bot did, was charging into the middle of everybody. Who's getting a shield from the Helio bot there.
So from what I'm looking like, it looks like we might have Brights should be doing a little bit of damage over here to Oz, gonna keep him really low. Spence gonna take a little bit of shield. That might actually be enough. They should have enough damage to drop down Remy here. That we can shout. Ooh, all right, nice dash coming out of that.
Two
Just
left on all.
missing the damage enough to clean him up.
Oh, and
17
Remnant
shielded hit there.
definitely going down here.
Celeste's move has not gone off yet. Comes to Oz. Bam, was spreading that damage all over the place. Spent is going to fall this turn. Did he take Rampart with him? No, he did not. Rampart will still live. And there's the pull. Helio almost down too.
Wow, this game has turned around very quickly.
No value pulled it out right there. However, there's a lot of members weak here. No, Zuki definitely is going to fall down. That's definitely a kill for no value. Cookie Cutter can Cookie Cutter get a kill also without it?
And Rimney gonna survive with that nice ultimate.
It looks like they will get a kill out of this because he will block all of those shots coming down. Gravity will fall here. Oh, still had flash. This might actually be enough to save them right here.
You're
Stand
caught fish,
together,
aren't you?
fall together.
Nice, beautiful flash coming out of Zuki.
Come in, the water's wide.
Nominal needs to live here. They're going to tie it up 4-4.
Too many variables.
And there it is, 5-3.
Does come out in the end, pulls it out. Nice pull out of Lava Cookie with the comeback. They were down
Victory.
3-0 and come back and win 5-3.
Failed.
Excellent game from both. Amazing.
They won both games, right?
See, it was, yeah, Cookie Cutters.
So- I would like to point out Celeste with top damage in the game, like we didn't expect that to happen with 410. Next up on that list, we have No Deaths coming out of that Rampart. Once again, Rampart coming out on top. No Deaths took 414 damage, tanked the most, did 378, did the most damage on his team. Rampart had a strong showing this week. That was a great showing of both teams. Septimus, do you have anything to say on these teams and their plays this
No, I
weekend?
think it was a great showing from both sides because we did have these were both the matches that we watched were all new teams, so a lot of just new play styles we haven't seen before, interesting compositions getting thrown together, and definitely look forward to seeing everybody back again, so we can continue to see how they progress through the league as they practice more and more.
Yeah, definitely like to see more Rampart this week. Both of those games, all 4 of these games, we did see some good Rampart plays coming out of him. I like to see him utilized a lot more in the future. I think people are finally realizing how strong Broadbot really is. I think everyone knows that Celeste is now 5 for 5. She did not lose that game, so she is just once again overpowered. Needs to please nerf over here. We need a fix on this Celeste here. But future reference, I'd like to say I did think there was some good opening strats coming out of it. People need to keep those opening strats going. I think there was a little bit more split. They fell behind really early, really quick, and it looked like there was doomed that it was coming over, but they pulled it together. Second half team over here. Nice job, Cookie Cutter. Nice job, No Value, putting up some good games. You guys did a decent showing this weekend, so if you have any questions or concerns, I'd love to chat with anyone here and love to see more from you guys in the future.
Absolutely, and hope to see you guys all next week, next Saturday and Sunday for both the matches.
And it's Jessica signing off.
And Septimus, thanks for watching.